As we inch closer to the weekend, we have a brand new book for you to add to your reading list. It is called Conform. In the book Conform, a young woman finds herself not only torn between two sides of a twisted love triangle, but also two sides of a rebellion. We are so excited to be joined by the author of the book herself, Ariel Sullivan, as part of our Meet the Author series, sponsored by Half Price Books, to learn more about her inspiration for the book, as well as what's next for her. Welcome to Great Day St. Louis, Ariel.
Thank you so much for having me.
So let's jump right in. What is your new book, Conform, all about?
So Conform takes place in the future in a world where your worth is in your genes. And so it follows Emmeline, a 27-year-old who is a minor defect, as she gets into a procreation contract with a member of the highest level in society. But there is a brewing rebellion underway, and not only that, she finds herself stuck between two love interests. So she's stuck choosing between both sides.
I'm intrigued already, and it leads me to my next question. What was the inspiration for this story?
Yeah, I started writing this during COVID, which is a very interesting time, I think, for all of us. And I was really intrigued by the division that took place during COVID and the conversations that I thought were being lost in what I called or considered the gray. There's a whole subset of society within Conform that wears gray. And so that was really kind of what drove the idea for this. And then I also wanted to make it have an escapism aspect because dystopian is a very heavy genre. And so adding the romance to it for me added tension and just this beautiful like whimsy element that I wanted to provide for the reader.
And already you're getting a lot of attention for this because you met Jenna Bush Hager of the Today Show, and I understand you're now part of her 1,000 Voices book venture. How did that all come apart?
Yeah, I am. It's amazing. She is by far the best cheerleader in the entire world to have in your corner. She is so genuine and enthusiastic about the books that she loves. And so I am so flattered and honored to be going in with 1,000 Voices in this venture. But this all happened after a couple years of writing Conform on my own, querying, getting a lot of rejections, and then this actually happened on a play date, which I didn't think the book would be a part of. I was running late, and I told Jenna that in a text, and I said, you know, if it still works, me and my youngest George, who was really good friends with her youngest Hal, we'll head on over. And so I did, and separation anxiety took place, so my son didn't want me to leave, and that turned into a full conversation between the two of us that landed me here.
And that is beyond relatable for every parent who is watching right now. And I'm glad you kept that play date to get you to where you are here. And my next question and final question, what's next for you after this?
Yeah, so I actually have the prequel to Conform coming out in March of 26. It takes place in the same world, but it takes place post the World War that Emmeline's world has been rebuilt around. And so you kind of get to see the origin and how it came to be and how society is the way that it is.
So we don't have to wait that long. You said March of 26?
Yep, 6 months in between.
Okay, so pick up Conform now and then get the new book in the spring. Ariel, congratulations. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
This Meet the Author segment is sponsored by Half Price Books. Find something new and used at your local Half Price Books. Visit hpb.com/Missouri for more information.
Very interesting. Very young to be that successful and
First book,
productive.
yes,
and all.
two little boys.
Man,
Yeah, she's busy.